Kia ora everyone, Chris Farhi here. We've got Sam Lee, Bayleys Insights team. This is a quick update on what's happening in the New Zealand housing market as we enter February 2024. So Sam, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good, Chris. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, beautiful day today. I'm just up in Auckland, so finally got some really nice sun coming through, which is exciting.
Yeah,
So
nice.
yeah, so Sam, what have we got in this video?
Yeah, so today we're covering some house price stats, some sales examples, and just an outlook for the market.
Yeah, cool. No, awesome. And so first up, we've got some housing market stats. So latest data from the Real Estate Institute, realestate.co.nz. So Sam, how did December go?
Yeah, so sale counts during December were around the halfway point between the weak point in 2022 and a pre-pandemic year. This is pretty typical across 2023. As for house prices, we kind of saw the first speed bump come up in December. It was 1% down compared with November, so a bit unexpected, the first time in 6 months that we've seen it go down. So yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, what about the regional results?
Yeah, so like the regional results, again, were interesting because I think in November, most regions were up. In December, we saw a real mix coming through, some up, some down, some just sort of tracking sideways. And I think general comment is the drop in house prices seems to be driven by the main centres rather than the smaller regions. So yeah, just something to kind of monitor. I don't think we're too concerned because like a lot of the sentiment's positive. Doesn't seem to be any reason for the market to change direction, but just sort of get the spidey sense up after what happened at the end of 2021.
Yeah.
And then Sam, what about supply of homes for sale? So this is realestate.co.nz.
Yeah, so the data showed that the supply of new homes was slightly getting a little bit tighter. So yeah, both new listings during December and total listings on market were slightly lower than December 2023. So
yeah, generally quite positive, and I guess continues that trend from last year. So yeah, pretty cool. And so next up, have a look at the median house price, right? And so the median house price for December for New Zealand was just under 780,000. And so we're always a little bit nosy as to what you could buy around the country for that. So Sam, what have we got?
yeah, so in Auckland, you could get 1 bar 38 Eyre Street in Henderson. This is the perfect family starter, 3 beds, 1 bath, and this was sold by Jevon Chow and Matthew Haynes from Bayleys Northwest.
Yeah, cool. And then down in the Hawke's Bay, we've got 8 Willow Grove in Waikpukurau. Stylish cul-de-sac living, 3 beds, 2 baths on 935 square metres. This was sold by Charlotte Coddington from Bayleys Waikpukurau.
Yeah, and down in Christchurch, we've got 3 John Britten Lane in Riccarton. Something special, this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It was built in 2019 with a lot of community amenities. And this property was sold by Julia Ashmore-Smith from Bayleys Christchurch.
Yeah, so there's some pretty cool houses around New Zealand at that median house price, which is exciting. So now, I guess, casting our focus to the outlook for the market. So we're generally quite positive. You know, we're seeing good migration numbers, change of government, and positive sentiment. So yeah, figured we'd just chat about those a little bit. So Sam, on migration, what are we seeing?
Yeah, so the latest data showed a net gain of over 127,000 over the past 12 months. So seeing a bit of pressure going into the rental market, but we think that this is mainly going into the lower end of the rental market rather than the high end.
And then change of government, so we've had the government confirm that they'll be restoring interest deductibility over the next couple of years. We're expecting more investors will come back to the market, which will be quite interesting because, Sam, we surveyed our agents around buyer activity, like where are most of the buyers coming from at the moment for residential?
Yeah, so we saw a big trend come in from the main home movers, but you know, right behind them was the first home buyers, so it's quite interesting to see that. Investors were relatively light as well, right? Yeah, investors were at the lower end, but it'll be interesting to see the next year how that goes.
Yeah, 100%. I think the other thing that's kind of sitting in the scenes there is interest rates. So there's been quite a bit of commentary even just at the start of this year around interest rates maybe starting to track down. However, big crystal ball needed because all the predictions over the past year or two have kind of been pretty average. So yeah, we'll just sort of see how that goes this year. So look, overall view, right, is that market recovery seems to be continuing. We expect prices will continue to rise over 2024, but at a sort of relatively slow pace. Spidey sense slightly arisen due to that downward shift in prices in December, but we think that's probably just a bit of noise in the data rather than a change in direction. But Sam, obviously the regional results are bouncing around a little bit, so what's our sort of recommendation?
Yeah, so if you're thinking about your housing, we recommend getting in touch with your local Bayleys agent, and they can kind of give you a better sense of what's going on in your local market. So
Yeah, no, perfect. So look, with that said, we'll wrap it up here. So thanks, Sam.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, sweet. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.
See ya.